Welcome back to Criminally Yours. After finding out about your boyfriend's horrible secret, you're left wondering what to do with what you've learned. Now we have to navigate our messy relationship to hopefully pull him from the dark side. Also, Thesis is here, and I totally don't have a bias because he reminds me of Jason Todd. But anyway, here are your content warnings. Now, please enjoy yourselves. Chapter 13. I clutch onto the towel around me, like it's my last bit of sanity. I can just imagine how insane I must look right now, scaling rooftops in nothing but an absurdly lavish bath towel. It's a large and admittedly soft black one with an N embroidered in gold thread. I'm annoyed that it reeks of him. I don't even want to think of his name. How could this happen to me? I deserve this. No time to dwell. Regardless of everything that's transpired, what's done is done. I can't go back and change it. It was a major mistake, one that I'll no doubt be fixing for the foreseeable future. Even for someone who could see into the future. It proved what I already knew. I was just human. No matter how many villains I successfully detained, no matter how much victory, fame, or power I'd obtained, Kronos always reminded me I wasn't infallible. There's too much to worry about now. My mom, my job, my identity. No time to dwell. You screwed up, Lion. Move on. Get dressed first. Think later. I focused all my attention on fleeing the scene, finding some refuge in one of the many warehouses in the city. Taking a moment to adjust my outfit, if you could even call it that. A single car passes by, the sounds reverberating in the space for a moment. I stand still until it returns to its pin-drop silence once again. This place is abandoned, no doubt about that. There shouldn't be a living soul here, but at least if I did get caught, it would only be my reputation in shambles rather than Oracle's. No one else would know it was me except for my mom, and now... Nick. Kronos? Nick, Kronos, Nick, Kronos, Nick, Nick, I don't know. I like him as Kronos, to be honest. But I think this is the hateful option. I think this is the option that's gonna lead me to, like, hate Nick. Nick. You know, it was me. It's a stupid thought. He always knew. Why hadn't he said anything? Fuck. I didn't want to so much as think of his name. But that thought doesn't leave my mind. Why did he keep my secret? Just so he could reveal it later? Or maybe... No. I don't want to think about anything he said. Those 3 words especially. I continue my escape, scoping the place for a second, sensing something incredibly familiar about it. In major cities, abandoned warehouses were a dime a dozen, and it wasn't like I could tell much difference between them. Yet somehow, this one is uncannily familiar, like deja vu. I know where I am. Before the thought was fully registered, I feel his presence. Different now. I can feel him before I see him. Then, as I look, I get a flash of that vision I got this morning. The one I hadn't even noticed I didn't see before. When Mom was kidnapped, I never saw Kronos because Kronos was already there with me. Oh, how much has changed in the last 5 hours. Inseparable to adversaries. I struggled to look at him, worried I'll lose all my momentum. Even before I knew he was Nick, Kronos always had a way to disarm me. He'd strip me of all my defenses. I was already as weak as I could be. Now was my time to fight or take flight. I eye him cautiously. He sizes me up as well, moving little and staying uncharacteristically quiet, uncomfortably so. I never knew what was on his mind before. I've even less of a clue now. I must say something. What do you want? Why are you here? Instead of responding, he reaches down slowly, watching me watch him. He bends down slowly and unzips the bag, pulling out its contents. As he pulls it out, I see it, and I know what it is immediately. I'd recognize that symbol anywhere. It's my suit. Give it back! I say calmly. The last thing I want to do right now is show my weakness. Sure, I may be naked in an abandoned warehouse with my supervillain ex-boyfriend, but that didn't mean I was helpless. I was still Oracle, damn it!
If we can talk, I'll give it back.
Yes. I fold immediately. I fold immediately, yes! Then talk. You got 5 minutes. Then I'm leaving. Suit or not. Without another word, he hands me back my suit, looking relieved despite not being able to see his face. His body relaxes.
I never wanted you to find out this way.
There was a simple solution to that. I respond without missing a beat. I couldn't help but say it despite giving him the floor.
It may seem like everything I'd done was fake, but it wasn't. I wanted to get closer to you, no matter what.
That sets my chest ablaze. You lied to me every chance you got. You kidnapped my mother, and I'm pretty sure you've killed at least 3 people.
I lied, but I never lied about my feelings for you. Those people I killed were all criminals. They were all people who hurt someone. People who hurt you.
Oh yeah? What about Jack? What crime did he commit? Except for being cringe and an absolute freak. Other than being annoying?
Matter of fact, he had incriminating videos of women he slept with on his computer. Hidden camera footage. He was no saint.
You know, he deserved it. He deserved everything that came to him. That catches me off guard. Are you serious? If that was true, then it made his injury a lot easier to stomach, if nothing else.
I'm serious. He showed a lot of interest in you, and I couldn't risk anything happening to you.
I shouldn't fold so easily, but I fold for Kronos so hard. I don't know. I want to know what Nick is like when he's fully just himself without having to put up the good boy facade, right? What is the in-between of Nick and Kronos? I need to know.
Yes, I've hurt people. If you want to call them that.
I don't want to call him that.
I only regret involving your mother. I know I fucked up, but I never hurt her. I would never hurt her.
Maybe not physically, but that's still traumatizing. You went too far.
I know I did. And I swear, I'll never do that to you again. I was desperate. You wanted us to break up because of your secret identity, so I had to make sure you tell me.
So you manipulated me. You coerced me to do that. So much so I feel my throat tighten up. I told you I loved you. What was the point of all this? Seriously. He meets my eyes, staring for a moment too long. I swallow, lips having gone completely dry.
Isn't that obvious? Because I'm hopelessly, stupidly, criminally in love with you.
Did you have to say it like that?
You're mad. I understand. But I'm not giving up on us.
I am dragging you to a karaoke booth, and singing isn't the only thing we're gonna do.
Let me make it right, please.
Man, I could say I need time, but I could forgive. I mean, oh my God! Why you gotta make this hard? The right thing to do is needing time, and that's realistic. But I wanna forgive. I need time. I wanna forgive. Give me time. Why you gotta make this hard? Why you gotta make me hard for you? I need time.
You have as much time as you want. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. I swear on my life. I'll never lie to you ever again.
Actions speak louder than words, Nick. I reach for my suit, which he hands over without contest. Before he can lose my nerve, before he can get his claws back in me, I dash out of the warehouse, buck naked! Chapter 14. I met Nick 2 years ago, at the same place we'd had a first date. Only I was Oracle then. The music ended in one big finish, our set complete, An enthusiastic applause followed, some going as far as to stand and whistle. It had been our best performance yet. I belted the last note of the song, pausing a moment before speaking into it this time. "Thank you," I began, my voice steady and sincere. "Thank you all so much for being here tonight, for letting our music be a part of your evening. It's not just about the notes we play, it's about the space between them, the shared experience, the unspoken understanding. You all made this night unforgettable, and for that, we are so grateful." The crowd responded with another round of cheers and applause. Such a sweet sound. It was everything I'd ever wanted growing up. Recognition. I could have stood there a few moments more, taking it all in, but it was ripped apart in an instant. What were once claps turned to rushing footsteps. Shouts of encouragement became screams. The warm atmosphere became a frigid cold. "What the hell?" An unnatural gust of wind swept through the bar. The door slammed open with a force that rattled the windows, and a figure, cloaked in swirling wind, stepped into the room. "Nobody move!" the figure commanded, his voice a chilling mix of authority and malice. "This is Tempest, and you're all caught in my storm now!" After a moment of stillness, the panic erupted once again. Chairs began to topple, and glasses shattered to the floor. The air grew heavy, charged with an electric tension. I moved towards the back, behind the curtain, my mind racing. My bandmates were already lost in the fray. This isn't just a robbery, it's an attack. I can't let it unfold. I slipped into the backstage area, my heart slamming into my chest. My suit. It's in my briefcase in my locker. Once I located it, it wasn't much longer before I was changed, empowered. I felt my muscles swell, my energy increase, and my speed heightened. The transformation was more than physical. It's a complete mental shift, fear replaced with a rush of impenetrable bravery. Back in the main room, Tempest was wreaking havoc. The air crackled with his power as he manipulated the wind, sending patrons flying and tearing the bar apart. I couldn't let it continue. I did what I could to ensure as many civilians as possible could escape through the front entrance, so far as stepping outside for a moment to make sure that passers-by wouldn't get curious. Just as I went to retrieve more people from inside the building to lead them out. Right outside the entrance of the bar, flying through the air wildly, a man flew right into me. I snatched him out of the air and carried him across my arms in one smooth motion. He looked around, stunned for a moment before finally setting his eyes up at me. The strength of Tempest's winds was so strong that they harmed those just passing by. I was taken aback by a pair of heterochromatic eyes accompanied by quite a handsome face.
Oracle?
I cleared my throat. "I got you." He stared up at me, blinking for a moment. "You should get out of here while you still can." He didn't even seem to have heard what I said. "Sir, you listening?" I said, waving my hand in front of his face. He nodded, swallowing deeply. I thought he must have been scared. He looked dazed. Maybe he was electrocuted, or he hit his head, or maybe he's having other issues. "Are you okay? Any problems in the wardrobe department?"
I am now.
He said, practically batting his eyelashes, looking at me so deeply. It felt like I was not even wearing a mask. Okay, so he's fine. He just had no survival instinct whatsoever. It was not the time to be flirting. "Sir, you need to get to safety. I need to stop Tempest before someone else gets hurt." I have to practically drop him to get him to leave despite basically ordering him to. I turned to leave, only for him to grip my arm. I looked over my shoulder, annoyed. "What?"
You know where the breaker box is, don't you?
"Yeah? What about it?"
If you break it, it might stop him from shocking everything that moves. Just a thought.
That was not a bad idea. "Yeah, I'll take it into consideration. Now please, go. I don't want you to get hurt." He did a poor job fighting back his enamored grin. I couldn't focus on it or even check if he'd done as I instructed. I was losing time, and fast. I moved through the bar swiftly, silently, my senses heightened. I located the electrical panel and, with a well-placed strike, disabled the power. Tempest's grip on the storm faltered as the lights flickered for a moment and then plunged the room into total darkness. I seized my opportunity to finally confront him. Looks like there's been a change in today's forecast. Having felt incredibly smug by the look of sheer bewilderment on his face, the energy in the room seemed to ease as well. I could hear a gasp of Oracle flooding my chest with comfort. Tempest sneered, his eyes glowing with fury. You think you can stop me, Oracle? I don't respond. Instead, I jumped him, disarming him in a rear chokehold in an attempt to make him submit. An attempt that had gone far too well. It seemed all he had at his disposal was its power. He hadn't trained his body like I had day in and day out. He was all bark and no bite. At some point, it felt like I was fighting a child. He was horrifically underprepared for close quarters combat. Having lost any electricity to paralyze me, he was a sitting duck. I hate to admit it, but that handsome civilian had saved me some trouble. The battle raged on for another minute, his hands clawing over my forearm. The wind subsided completely as he eventually lost consciousness. I lowered my guard, my breath coming in heavy gasps. The patrons began to emerge from the hiding place, a mix of relief and awe. In the crowd, I spotted the blonde man from before staring. No, not staring. Undressing me with his eyes. Yes, please. Yes, please. I mean, why even stare? I can give you a whole show. Then again, that really won't be YouTube friendly, won't it? Anyway, he didn't leave. He should have. I don't fall that easily. Buy me dinner first, at least. I thought as I tried not to falter under his quite intense gaze. I turned my attention to a little old man at my side instead. Oracle, you saved us. Thank you. I nodded, offering a reassuring smile beneath my mask. It's what I do. I felt compelled to check on the man once again, except when I turned to look, he was gone. A month later, I transferred from my previous job into something more steady. In search of something with good benefits and a decent income, I found myself working at Thwarting Investments as a project manager. With Mom's medical bills stacking up, at least the insurance I gained from working there would be enough to alleviate those stresses. I knew it was a step in the right direction, even if it wasn't all glitz and glamour. It was yet another thing Oracle could have that I couldn't. And maybe that was for the best. Just lay low and play the role of an average civilian. After all, what was more civilian than becoming another suit for a multi-billion-dollar company? A cog in the capitalist machine. I was already one for my hero agency, Olympus. What was one more? The first day at any job is some sort of humiliation ritual, like you're the new character on a long-running beloved television series. I felt like I stood out in the worst way possible, which was never ideal for someone who needed to keep their identity under wraps for seemingly forever. I could feel eyes on me all day, which was to be expected, despite my paranoia, convincing me of the worst. Did I have something in my teeth? Did I look weird? Or worst of all, did they know I was Oracle? Even 8 years into being a hero, I'd still never managed to feel entirely comfortable. The only thing that helped was when the next new hire arrived, which luckily for me, came only a week after I started. Yeah, I was an hour away from lunch as I sat transcribing my notes, trying to get lost in my work to pass time and take attention away from my grumbling stomach. For a while, all I could hear was keyboard tapping, mouse clicking, and some murmurs. The usual. What wasn't usual, however, was the distinct sound of humming. I remember thinking nothing of it until it had gone on longer than the average hum. They were going as far as to hum an entire song a couple times in a row, leading me into my own game of guess that tune. My fingers paused over the keys as I strained my ears to listen. It wasn't something they made up, nor a song you'd hear on the radio. I knew I had heard it before, then it clicked. It was from a musical, one I knew all too well. It was an ensemble number in the musical I performed in my youth. Back then I was... in my youth? Okay, when I was like a kid, or like, actually, I was typically like a supporting role. I was never the lead role. I was typically like a supporting role. And never forget it. I managed to land a pretty significant role as one of the supporting characters, one I am incredibly fond of. No matter how many times I practiced, I was convinced I was going to somehow mess it up, and yet, once I stood beneath that spotlight, it was as if it had cleansed me of all my doubts and fears. To this day, it proved that I was capable of so much more than I gave myself credit for. Not long after that, I ended up landing even bigger roles. After that musical, performing became my new love. That song I'd heard and performed countless times in my bedroom, on my way to school, in my sleep at times. And here it was, being hummed in my place of work. How small the world is. I smiled to myself, listening to it as I tried to continue my work with not much success. His voice was so pleasant, it was deep even, and melodic. I wondered if he'd been in a band, choir, or maybe a musical as well. Man. I hummed back. I hummed the next part of the chorus, pivoting in my chair, in search of the owner of the voice. Oh, darling, you have no idea how much I missed you. Doing so knocked all the wind out of me. Instead of humming, I sat mouth agape as I saw that the pretty voice came with a pretty face and a pair of unmistakable heterochromatic eyes. He caught my eye and smiled a little, almost making me lose my nerve.
Sorry, was I being too loud?
I shook my head dumbly, like a deer stuck in headlights. It was the guy from the bar. The guy I rescued, the one who flirted with me, or rather, Oracle. No, I just knew what you were humming, so I thought I'd join you.
I'm surprised you know it. You've got impeccable taste.
I chuckled. Thank you. I'm sorry, I never got your name. He removed his hands from his lap. I noticed he'd been clenching them before. He offered his hand out to shake, and I took it.
I'm Nicholas, though everyone calls me Nick.
Was it always Nicholas? I swear it was... Man, I've been pronouncing his name wrong! Nicholas, huh? Never thought I'd see him again. New Lycia, the city, was by no means small, and out of all the jobs in the world, all the positions in the company, of all the floors in the company building, he somehow ended up here.
What's yours?
I'm Lion. Only Lion. Certainly not Oracle!
Oh, I love it. It's nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. He seemed friendly enough. Maybe I was right to feel paranoid, as he did know I was Oracle all along. Chapter 15. I lie, staring up at my ceiling in my room for far too long, replaying memories that feel so different now. My mind begins to spiral with every question I can think of. How can he be Kronos? Was he ever in danger in the first place with Tempest? Were they working together? Did he only work at Thwarting Investments just to get close to me? Was that why he'd gotten the job so quickly after I started? It explains why a millionaire with photographic memory is working as a project manager of all things. But why do any of this? Just for me? How is that possible? What am I supposed to do with any of this? Maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe it was for Oracle? Somehow that thought bothers me the most. I sit up, finally starting my morning. The last thing I want to do is do anything, but lying around in bed wallowing about my ex doesn't seem any better. I hardly remember returning home or falling asleep last night. The relief of avoiding a more disastrous situation must have been enough to knock me out cold. I'd been running on pure adrenaline, and now I've come crashing down, left to pick up the pieces. I guess first is to get ready for the day. As I go through my morning routine, I feel myself sobering up. Each piece of information is funneling into my brain and drowning me in stress. I cannot and will not go back to work today. Hell, probably not for the next week at least. I come back to sit on my bed after a quick shower, reaching for my phone, locating my workplace app, as there are the last 2 years worth of PTO I had acquired for. Beat, I guess. Man, I have no idea why I was keeping all my PTOs. Why would I have kept it? Why would I have kept it? I guess some of it's for vacation. For a vacation, for sure. A break? Yeah, I'm gonna take a vacation. Yeah. I was hoping to use it for a trip somewhere. I plan on lounging on a sandy beach somewhere, eating delicious street food or admiring ancient architecture. Instead, I'll be lounging on my couch, eating ice cream to avoid my supervillain ex-boyfriend. Great. I submit my request fully intending to take my time off, even if they decline it. I wasn't asking. I'm telling. I'm not coming in for at least 2 weeks. I collapse onto my bed, feeling some ounce of relief. That is immediately replaced with dread as I feel a vision coming on. I'd shut my eyes to avoid it if I could, but it takes over everything. Luckily, it isn't Nick or stupid, handsome, evil self. Instead, it's my lawyer? Whitney Fung. I don't often see her. Mostly we communicate via email and phone. It seems harmless, which is all I can ask for, honestly. Also, like, damn. If I got some vision of Kronos standing in some indiscreet location, I'd tear my eyes out. The vision is just her speaking with me, looking a little serious, but that isn't anything especially noteworthy. This power can be so useless sometimes, I swear. What good was this power when it came to telling me that my arch nemesis and boyfriend were one and the same, huh? Could have saved me a lot of heartache. My eyes find the bouquet of flowers he'd given me as an apology. The red roses were practically taunting me. I'm gonna keep them. Despite everything, I can't bring myself to throw them away. They're nice flowers. So I just leave them be. Nick. I shake my head. Oh, of course I wouldn't be over it that quickly. I miss him. Despite the lying, the kidnapping, the killing, I miss him. I miss who I thought he was. I just need time. Maybe a lot of it. Maybe more than 2 weeks. He said he'd give me time, but knowing Nick, the little that I do know, he isn't one to stay away for long. Stupidly, I hope he doesn't. I want him to prove me wrong. Prove that you're not this villain I've only known you as. I mean, if Jack was worse than I thought, then maybe Nick can defy my expectations as well. Chapter 16. Just in the nick of time. Huh. Before I can get lost in thoughts of him and all the good and bad that came with it, I check to see who it is. Please say it's not... Oh. It's Whitney. I answer it. Hello?
Oracle? This is some serious shit. I'm on my way to your place now.
I can feel my heartbeat in my throat. Is everything okay? I'm almost too scared to ask.
We will discuss it more when I get there. Is your mother there too?
I could hear the clatter of dishes and the news playing. Yeah? Why?
She'll want to hear this too.
Something about that doubles my anxiety.
I'll be there soon. I'll text you when I'm outside.
Why is my lawyer coming to see me? I'm terrified. I'll see you then. Bye. We both hang up at the same time. What could this be about? Whatever it is, it's Oracle related. I only know that much. Whitney is my defense attorney for heroes and all the lawsuits that come with it. I don't think she's ever been this serious about something before. At least not to the extent where she had to come to my home this early about it. I can't help but think, like so many other things, it probably comes back to Kronos, Nick, whatever. Being a hero has become more than I expected it to be. Not that I had any real expectations going in. Originally, I wanted to become a hero because, not for mom, maybe for my self-worth? For boredom? I never wanted this? I'm a hero as a hobby. Oh god, I guess it's for my self-worth, I guess. I wanted to find some sense of worth. What better way than to dedicate my life to helping others? I couldn't see myself working away in a cubicle, just being another cog in the corporate machine. And stardom was knocking at my door when it came to being a jazz performer. It felt like if I wanted to be someone, this was the way to do it. It was never easy work, but it was always worth doing. A ping comes from my phone. Whitney's text. I'm here. I hurriedly step out into the living room the next moment. Morning, Mom. Whitney has something she wants to talk to us about. What is it? I know, but she's here already. Oh? I'll fix her a plate. I twist the doorknob and let her in. Her phone is still pressed to her ear as she waves at me in acknowledgement. I hear another voice on the other end. I couldn't even make out what they're saying as Whitney growls into the receiver.
Wherever you see them, take them down. Shit's already all over social media. Well, get your tech guy on the phone then.
I love Whitney. A moment of silence, then a click.
Shit. Motherfucker hung up on me.
She slams the phone down onto her thigh, sighing in defeat.
Oh, sorry, Miss O.
Rough morning?
Unfortunately, it isn't just general work bullshit. Something went down last night. You haven't heard or seen anything?
I exchanged a look with my mother, and we both shook our heads. I've been watching the news all morning. Haven't seen anything crazy.
I guess that's a relief. Hasn't become mainstream. At least not yet.
She peers into the TV and skulls.
That fucking bitch!
I follow her eyes and see a standard anchor lady on the screen. Who's that?
Rachel Bolton.
I see my vision come true in real time. Rachel Bolton? That name sounded familiar. The recognition must have shown on my face.
Yeah, you've heard the name. Slimiest, snakiest journalist since Tommy Burke's in the 60s. She's ruthless.
It's almost comical to say so with her soft, unassuming girly features and bright smile. Though if Nick had taught me anything, it's that looks could be very deceiving. What's going on? She clicks her tongue, looking down at her heels.
I don't even know where to begin.
Let's discuss it over breakfast. I made you a plate.
Thanks, Miss O. I honestly don't know if I can stomach it right now, though.
I have a feeling neither will I.
But you should sit down, Oracle.
Yeah, me.
Sorry. Bad habit.
Either is fine, yeah. I have no preference.
Makes my job a little easier then. I've always seen you as Oracle.
Yes, thank you, and God, her smile. Oh God. Oh God. When I mentioned I loved her, I just meant her mannerism and her as a character, but like that smile. It's part of your job to represent Oracle, not Lion. I get it.
Thank you for understanding.
I take a seat, not even attempting to lift my fork.
Okay, so... I don't know how to even begin. Let me just ask this. Where were you last night, Oracle?
Suddenly, I feel as if I've been put on a witness stand. With Nicholas, I thought. She says, half inquisitive, half suspicious. I resist the urge to groan. I have no alibi. Yeah, I was with a guy from work. Then I realize how vague I'm being with a woman who breaks liars for a living. With someone I need to be honest with for my own good. Was the guy I was seeing.
A guy? Does he know about...
Yeah, it's a long story.
Does he know anything about Kronos?
Oh, fuck. Well, couldn't hide it forever. Even if I decided to hide it, it would come out eventually. The truth always does. He may be Kronos? I say, cringing, swallowing, shutting my eyes, hoping to delay seeing my mother's face for as long as possible. I hear a gasp, but only from Whitney. There's no telling what my mom is thinking right now. Probably, how did I raise such a failure? I can only stand the suspense for so long, the curiosity eating at me. I peek one eye open to get a proper look, and I'm shocked by what I see. She looks calm? Like she was expecting this? There's no way, though!
Are you serious? So... Shit. I really hoped it was fake. Edited or something.
What's fake?
Well, this isn't going to make this any better. Someone caught images of you, half naked in a warehouse last night, speaking with Kronos.
Oh no! What? The horror flits my face. Who could have? I thought the coast was clear! Oh, damn it, this is bad.
I really thought it was all some sort of smear campaign, but it seems like whoever it is was right on the money. We're in even deeper shit than I originally thought.
She groans, rubbing her temples in small, rapid circles. What happened last night? Her tone is grave, asking just to see how angry she should be. I'm going to own it. It was my fault. I was careless. My fists clenched in my lap. God, this sucks. I feel like a teenager who snuck out and was properly caught. I messed up. I was an idiot. How many times could I mess up before it wasn't a mistake anymore? It was a pattern. It was proof that I wasn't good enough to be the hero of the city. New Lycia needs me to be. That my mother needed me to be. I didn't see the signs. I was so shaken up by you being kidnapped. I hadn't even realized how Nick ended up at the scene. How he knew so much. I wanted to believe him. Believe he couldn't be Kronos. He slipped up, revealing his identity, and as soon as I found out, I ran away. That's how I ended up. Well, you know the rest. The embarrassment made its way into every nerve of my body. This is lower than low, and now it's not just between us. It's for all of New Lycia and even the world to see. My mother's silence makes it worse. I don't know what she's thinking. If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't know what to think either.
We know who's responsible for the photo at least.
Kronos? She shakes her head.
Surprisingly, no. It's that rat bitch. Rachel Bolton.
I mean, I've got a supervillain ex-boyfriend, which I can very easily change the status to. I mean, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I am not against using a bit of villainy to get my way.
She called my firm this morning when she couldn't get a hold of Olympus.
She tried to call the hero agency?
Yes, she's insane. She could only get a hold of me, blackmailing us for information on, her words, the relationship between Kronos and Oracle. At first, I thought she was bluffing. There's no clear shot of you in the photo, just some figure in a towel holding what looks like your suit, talking with someone in a Kronos suit. There's plausible deniability. There's no shortage of this sort of doctored slop on the internet.
Yeah, especially now with like... we could claim that it was AI.
But since it's real, and if Kronos confirms it, that could spell serious trouble for you.
Oh, no. He wouldn't. I need to stop him. I don't know what he'll do. He wouldn't. I don't think he'd do that.
He wouldn't?
No. He knew my identity potentially the entire time I've known him, if not longer. He could have exposed me any time. Besides, he has a history of dealing with anyone who hurt me. Like that guy who tried to drug you. He was killed the following day. It was the first thing my mother has said so far. I'm so stunned I can only bring myself to nod.
I need a smoke.
Me too. Before anyone can so much as move for the exit, my mother speaks, cementing us both in place, heeding her every word. Chapter 17. Listen, I understand situations like these are unavoidable. You're not at fault for following your heart. It's clear he's a skilled manipulator. He knows your weaknesses and exploited them. That's not something you should apologize for. However, did you tell him about your power? Yeah. Did I? I forgot! Yes, I did. I see. Not ideal, but what can be done now? Did you at least find out about his? I still think there's something you can do. Olympus believes that Kronos will require They believe that Kronos will require more than just Oracle to deal with him. Olympus? She's still in contact with them? Hell, I am an active working hero and I hardly ever speak with them. They asked if I could serve on the board of directors. What? I catch Whitney turning her head away from me, which clues into the fact that she knew as well. She does work for Oracle after all. It's a remote position. I only have to commute once or twice a month at most due to my condition. When did this happen? It's fairly new. Maybe a month now? And you didn't mention it till now? Firstly, I wasn't sure if it was a permanent thing. Secondly, they value a level of secrecy I was happy to provide. Even from someone who's a hero. From your child. The board of directors handle matters that working heroes don't. And yes, especially you. And I'm glad I did. Had I said something before, there's a chance Kronos would have known too. Olympus does this for the safety of all heroes. I understand. I understand your reasoning. Just try to clue me in when it's necessary. I am, right now, with how to deal with Kronos. How do they and you suggest we do that? I'm all ears. Clearly, what I've been doing isn't working. Well, first, our theories are confirmed. Kronos lives in the city, and he has a fascination with the current oracle, not me. He's never hurt you. He didn't even hurt me, and if he wanted to kill you, he had plenty of chances to do so. She closes her eyes, figuring out the best way to word what she's going to say. It's clear to me now. Kronos, Nicholas, whoever he is, he has an infatuation with you that goes beyond some crush. It's a full-on obsession. Yippee! It's something I hadn't fully realized. What seemed like love was probably something far more sinister, or at least more intense. It would explain a lot. No, it would explain everything. It was one thing for me to think that, but to have confirmation from someone else. And for all of Olympus to be aware? What did I get into? Nick? Kronos? Just, who are you really? Lion, if you want to stop Kronos, this would be your best chance. You could use this against him. Ha! You have the perfect opportunity to entrap him, or better yet, rid us of him forever. It could be as simple as setting up an ambush with other heroes or poisoning his wine. It doesn't matter how you deal with him, only that you do. I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. It doesn't matter how. You know for a fact that I'm not gonna choose that. I'll stay silent. You should be safe from him for a while, but we do have a measure in place to help if absolutely necessary. Like what? She exchanges a look with Whitney. I think some sort of hero assistance will be necessary. Oh, hell no! That's practically giving me a chaperone. I don't need someone to hold my hand. I know what I'm doing. It'll look even worse. It's merely a suggestion, a last resort if things don't go according to plan. But if you feel you can get him next time, a hero assistant won't be needed. So if Kronos manages to walk free another day, Olympus will take measures, and I'll be helpless to stand against them. It won't be needed. I'll deal with him. He's my arch nemesis. Luckily, I'm spared any effort when our talk is interrupted by my phone buzzing, and my heart dives into my stomach at the sound. Not now. Instead, it's a text from my landlord? First my lawyer, now my landlord. Who's next? My accountant? Oh yeah, he must be reminding me I haven't paid rent yet. Couldn't everything just settle down until I can get this whole Kronos Nick business figured out? No? That's not how it works? Oh, fantastic. I was feeling less super by the minute. Thank you so much, Lion, for your advancement on the rent. Your next payment will be... My heart all but stops this time. Next year? I read it approximately 20 times before it settles in. That's what it says. Was it a typo? Attached is my receipt that I get for documentation. It must be a mistake. I look at the receipt, scanning its contents. $24,000? My rent was $2,400? What the heck? Wait, no. It's not 2,400. 2,400 would assume that there's like 10 months in a year, and that's clearly not it. So 24,000 divided by 12 would be 2,000 a month? I don't even have that kind of money anywhere on me. Where? Who? Oh, so $2,000 for rent? Mom, did you pay the rent up until next year? If work as chairman for Olympus paid this well, maybe I could completely overlook her for not telling me beforehand. She looks at me as if I'd sprouted another head. No? Well, someone did. Or it's some mistake that's insane. My heart speeds up when I see another text. This time, not from my landlord.
Who is it?
My mother looks towards Whitney, cracking a smirk. Who do you think? My mother guesses, and as usual, she's right. I don't think she even needed her powers in the first place, because her superpower right now is the mother's intuition.
I hope this helps, since you won't be working for a while. I miss you. I hope we can talk soon. When you're ready, of course.
Nick! As I try to process the first message, another comes in.
To clarify, I paid the rent, and you don't owe me anything. I just didn't know what else to do.
I love him too much. A couple of dots indicated that he's tried to respond, appears and disappears several times. For a moment, I wonder if he's ever going to send another message.
Please, don't block me.
Oh, with a face like that, how could I? Oh, thank him. Despite everything, it was a kind gesture. This will make a lot of things easier. My affections can't be bought, but it's an actionable step. Compensation for emotional damages done. So I couldn't put a price on this per se. I want him to do more. Show I can trust him again. Thank you, Nick. His response comes not even a second later. It's no problem. Anything for you. The dots reappear, and I can't help but feel a little satisfied at his floundering. My heart throbs in my chest. Damn it, Nick! Why are you somehow always so charming? Even when you're being so pathetic. I love him. What did you reply? I thanked him. Good. Lion, we can't have him attempting to flee in fear you'll expose him. Mom, I know that you know that that's not the reason why I texted this. And I know that you know that I'm not going to choose to actually get him like in any sort of trouble with Olympus. You know that for a fact. I know a way to make sure everyone is happy, and that is to use the power of my bus seat. Oh, God. We can work with Olympus, and you can use your relationship with him to have him drop his guard as much as possible. We've underestimated him in the past. That was a mistake. We can't afford to let him get away again.
You're right, Miss O.
Good news. Got another surprise for you. Meet me at the warehouse from last night if you want to claim it. What? What is he planning? I wait a moment for a response, but nothing comes. I can't bring myself to ask what. And I wouldn't have to. Are you serious already? Despite how I feel, it doesn't change anything. I have to pick up. What's the situation? Oracle, I'm sending you the details. It's Kronos. He's holding a journalist hostage this time. I can already guess who he'll say before he can spit it out. It's Rachel Bolton. Shock takes over Whitney's expression. I grit my teeth in frustration. Why is he doing this right now? Does he not listen to me at all? Chapter 18. My guy! Got this under control. You both just sit tight. I'll be back. Be safe. I love you. Love you.
Well, I'm sure I'll be back to come see you before you know it. I'm heading back to the office. I know everyone at the firm is losing their minds.
Until next time. She gives me a small wave, and I'm in my suit and out the door in a flash. He disclosed his location intentionally. It's the same abandoned warehouse I'd encountered him last night as I fled. It's clear what he's doing. The place is already swarmed by police and the media. Police have to keep reporters from questioning me as I attempt to make my way inside. The one with the most success is the police chief himself. He debriefs me on the situation. This lunatic! He kidnapped the poor gal as she was leaving her office this morning. We lost sight of him for a while. We only knew where he was when he reported his whereabouts. He's made sure that no one except for Oracle can attempt to negotiate. And so, If so much as a single one of my boys steps foot inside, he said he'll kill Miss Bolton without hesitation. So, could be bluffing. He's done it before, he says, trailing off, turning his head to spit to the side. I can never be too sure of what he's going to do. In any case, best not to take any unnecessary risks though. He nods in either agreement or just moves the conversation along. Can't even have helicopters or cameras. Nothing. We're going to be sitting ducks, blind ones. I know it's frustrating. Be sure to update you on as much as I can. The main priority is to get Miss Bolton out safely. I need to get going. I'm sure the longer we wait, the more impatient Kronos will become and the more trouble she'll be in. Just hold tight. I'll be as quick as I can. Yes, Oracle, he says begrudgingly. I can only imagine how useless they feel when I arrive. Ever since Kronos became my main annoyance, he's made sure police are spectators to our encounters. I'm the only one who could, or ever was even allowed to stop him. Be careful what you wish for, Kronos. I dart up the stairs into the dust and mold-infested warehouse. It looks pretty different during the day, though no less dark. Before I can so much as assess the situation, Kronos begins to speak, as if he felt my presence from the moment I arrived. In a near-identical spot to where he helped my mother not even 24 hours before, sits a petite woman tied to a chair, bound, blindfolded, gagged, and even with a set of headphones over her head.
Look what I got for you.
Aw, you shouldn't have. Really, you shouldn't have. All I see is my court case going up in flames. Sure, I wasn't fond of her tactics, but this is something a harassment case could solve. I didn't need Kronos to be my dark knight in bulletproof armor. I grimace, thinking of what would be the best course of action. As if I'm defusing a bomb or something.
I didn't call you out here. I'm only making sure your identity remains a secret.
Wait, you didn't call me?
I know you don't want to see me, and so I thought you'd leave me to my own devices.
Are you going to... I almost can't ask. Are you going to kill her?
Best way to ensure she keeps her mouth shut, don't you think?
Oh, no! Why you gotta put me in another moral dilemma? I shake my head!
Although, if you are willing to talk about us, then I might consider letting her go.
Yes, I'm more than willing to talk about it as my dude, even without the threat of, her death. This really isn't helping her case. You're only going to make things worse.
From where I'm standing, my love, things are as bad as they can possibly be.
Was this your plan all along? He goes to speak, but catches himself, his body language looking as if he's struggling with something.
Yes.
Wow. So you can be honest.
I'm trying.
Too little too late for that, but it does spark an idea. This was meant to be a negotiation. I'll consider talking, but you have to do more than just let her go. That's only step one. He actually perks up at that. First, take off the mask. There is far less hesitation than I expect, as he places an open hand over the mask and pulls it off in one smooth motion, revealing Nick. Though I'd already known, somehow watching him go from Kronos to my coworker, to my crush, to my ex, to Nick in the same moment feels unreal. Despite his bravado from before, he looks like he's been caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
What else? I'll do anything you ask.
Everything feels so surreal. It almost sounds like he's being genuine. Like, if I asked him to get on his knees, beg, and grovel, he would, with even less hesitation. Second, tell me honestly, why do this? Why be Kronos? Why lie to me and trick me? What was the point? This one takes longer for him. Long enough, I wonder if he will go back on his word immediately.
I wanted to see every part of you.
What do you mean? I'm risking losing some of my power over the situation, but I have to know.
I had to be a villain. Originally, I thought I could be a hero, but they don't station multiple heroes in one city. Nor did I actually want to be playing the part. Being a villain meant no restrictions, and whenever I wanted Oracle to come get me, they would.
Oh, but God damn it, there are better ways to set up a date, my dude? Seriously? That's it?
I don't want to hurt innocents or cause that much chaos. I just wanted to see you in all your glory.
I could have hired you as a sidekick!
And of course, I couldn't tell you that. It would take all the fun out of it.
Now he's monologuing. He is a villain after all. Then tell me, for my third request, what's your power? Surprisingly, he seems willing to tell me, but struggles with how to phrase it.
It's nothing flashy. Hell, I've already told you. Sort of. I have a photographic memory, yes, but it's more than that. I have a perfect memory. I can't forget anything.
Oh, that's cool!
I can remember every moment since I was 3 in perfect detail. Like I'm there. If I want to, I can smell those same scents, taste those same foods, hear the same music.
That's crazy. I couldn't help but feel as if something like that would drive me insane. Is that true?
Yes, feel free to test it.
That's not necessary. Remembering my orders at every place we ate, recalling mundane details of my daily routine, and retyping my work document of 2 weeks are proof enough. I go, silent, thinking, taking in all the information, not sure what to do with any of it. How much good would he have done if he'd chosen to be a hero instead? How much closer would we have been, without the need to lie about his identity? Or better yet, how much different would it have been if I weren't Oracle? It feels like such a waste. If I let him go now, if I don't stop him now, Olympus will step in and they won't be as merciful.
What else do you want to know? What else can I do to prove to you that I've only ever wanted one thing? One person.
Why you gotta hurt me like this? You can't be a villain anymore. That surprises him. His mask clatters to the floor at his feet.
Consider it done. I'll just be Nick.
Oh my god! He actually accepted! Oh! The power of Bussy! No, not just Nick. You'll be a hero. Like me. If he was stunned before, then he's utterly shell-shocked now. I nod, confident in this. If we want to get back together, if you want me to forgive you, I actually want to get back. I mean, yes, please! We can't be together like this. The hero agency, Olympus, will eventually crack down and invest all their resources into stopping you. No matter how I feel about you, I don't want you to get hurt. I want to move past this.
Me too.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You still need to show me. That starts with letting Rachel Bolton go and to stop hurting people. Period.
I understand. I can change. I will change. I can't believe you'd ask me to be a hero.
You don't have to do it, but if you don't, I have no choice but to stop you, once and for all.
No, you don't understand. I was going to suggest the same thing.
For me to be a villain? What? Chapter 19?
This is crazy. You're brilliant. We really thought the same thing.
Oh my god. You did?
I wanted to get you back. And since being Oracle, or rather me being a villain, seemed to be the problem, hero it is.
Just like that? Did he truly not care about it at all? Being a hero is not that simple.
I have a feeling it'll go in my favor. I've got a plan.
He says cryptically and does nothing to elaborate. Somehow I believe him.
I'm just glad you're talking to me again. I missed hearing you, seeing you, feeling you.
Hey, what you did with that face? He reaches out for me. Oh, wait, what do you mean feign a kiss? Stop him, but reassure. Not so fast. Don't touch me. Stop him, but reassure. What do you mean feign a kiss? I'm gonna need to save because I don't know what feigning a kiss is. I pucker my lips and he eagerly leans in, eyes closed. When he's within an inch of my face, I place a hand over his mouth. He muffles from beneath my hand. Be a good boy and be patient. Good things come to those who wait, you know? I coo, effectively disarming him, He couldn't do anything but nod from behind my hand. I admire his expression for a moment before pushing him lightly. We'll be seeing a lot of each other, assuming everything goes according to your plan.
It will. Nothing will keep me from you.
I catch myself smiling and have to turn away from him. And giving him a proper show, I sway my hips as I saunter away, making sure he gets a good hard look at what he's missing out on. I kneel to untie Rachel, removing her headphones and reassuring her that Oracle is here to save the day. As I turn, Nick is already gone, his mask no longer on the floor of the warehouse. Everything goes off without a hitch, almost ending in an anticlimactic fashion. I don't think I'll need to worry about Rachel with those compromising photos. And my conversation with Nick didn't go horribly. I never would have expected he volunteered to be a hero. Whatever it is he's planning, I'm curious to see how it'll play out. For better or for worse. The rest of the day is spent debriefing with my mother on the couch, eating lunch and actually enjoying some time off. It feels weird to not have something to do. So I have a good feeling it won't last long, so I savor it while it lasts. Soon dinner comes. And as we channel surf desperately looking for something to hold our attention, I catch a glimpse of black and blue as I change channels. It's a video that looks to be acquired online of Kronos addressing the public. I adjusted the volume as the screen filled with him, his usual menacing demeanor absent. Instead, he wore a tailored black and blue suit, his hair neatly combed, yet he was still wearing his mask.
Good evening, citizens of New Lycia. I have a message.
My mother's gaze stared fixedly on the screen, as if the message was directed at her specifically.
I have decided to retire from my life of villainy. No longer will I seek to disrupt the fabric of time or challenge the forces of justice. Instead, I am offering my services to the greater good.
Alter time? I thought you said his power was memory-related. That's what he said. Could be a lie? If it is, Olympus will find out, especially if he really intends on becoming a hero. If I hadn't already known his intentions, I'd consider this some sort of twisted joke. Kronos' image shifted, and the screen displayed the emblem of Olympus.
I've made arrangements with Olympus. However, there is one condition. I will not become a hero unless Oracle themselves trains me.
He really has no shame, does he? She chuckles wryly. He has the audacity, if nothing else.
Together, we can forge a new path. One cannot exist without the other.
The screen suddenly cuts to black. I clicked the remote once to see if it was an error with our monitor. Instead, it seems that was all he'd come to say, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. At least until it cuts to a new broadcast, a news anchor with a microphone pointed at a hero. I attempt to change the channel, wanting to watch something other than the news, but my mother's hand stops me. That's Thesis! Who? Who? You know, look closer. I do just that. Wait, I do. He looks different from the photos. He got a new look recently, something to appeal to his fans, no doubt. He looks good, very dashing. I mean, yes, yeah. I snicker. It seems like my mom's got a little crush. I can't entirely blame her. He is conventionally attractive. He is beloved. So much so, even citizens of New Lycia were familiar with his work. His tattoo is distinct, assuming it's real. It must have been a tough thing to hide. Shame I never got the chance to ever meet him myself. I didn't spend much time at Olympus, otherwise I might have. But it seems Mom has. Bit young for you, ain't he? I tease. Maybe, but he's not too young for you. I have a supervillain in mind, and I don't care about the fact that he looks like my favorite Robin, Jason Todd. Oh, baby! He's only a year younger, if I remember correctly. The last time you set me up with someone, he turned out to be a villain. And you even approved of him. Now she's all gaga for Thesis. Your head turned so quickly. Thesis is nothing like Kronos. But she doesn't elaborate further. It seems she's not ready to joke about it just yet. We turn our attention back to the television. What do you think about Kronos turning a new leaf?
Are you serious? It's obvious he has ulterior motives.
Nah, he's not my Robin. He's not. What do you think he wants with Oracle?
Fuck if I know.
I'm stunned by his crassness, though it doesn't seem to shake anyone else.
All I know is, it's nothing good.
Yeah, a little too pompous for my taste. I'm sticking with my supervillain boyfriend, thank you very much. He closes his eyes, sighing deeply.
Whatever he's got planned, Oracle won't let him get away with it.
He walks off the next moment, refusing to give any more comments on the matter. My mom does everything short of swooning as she grins from ear to ear. Kronos and Theseus' words hang in the air for a moment longer as I absentmindedly return to channel surfing. I wasn't expecting any of this. Neither Kronos declaring becoming a hero publicly, nor Theseus to be so supportive of me. Maybe Kronos did fully intend to turn a new leaf, and maybe Theseus only said so for good PR. Only time will tell. Whatever was to come, I had a feeling it was going to be interesting. Chapter 20. Anticipating today to be quite busy, I am awake before the sun is even up. I decided to take my nervous energy and put it into being productive by doing some chores around the apartment. The morning is quiet and more relaxing than I expected. I'm in the middle of taking out my bedroom trash when I'm hit with a vision. What? A man. One I've never seen before. Not again! That's Theseus, isn't it? He's got wavy hair, a green sweater, and large round glasses. Despite his unassuming appearance, he looks especially serious. Could he be a client for work? Maybe someone asking me for the time? There was no way to tell. Not having audio for my visions nearly rendered them useless in these situations. Though, maybe I could try to read lips. I focus all my energy into that curiosity eating me alive. First word is, I worked with? I focus on the last word, and maybe I could be imagining it, but it looks a lot like Oracle. He worked with Oracle? Is he some sort of media rep? One of Whitney's paralegals, or was he more important? He didn't look especially muscular or familiar. There was no real telling who he was, but I was looking forward to finding out. I continue about my day, tackling the small pile of dishes from the night before. I place my headphones on and get to work. Just as I'm about to finish, a summons comes in the form of a glowing glyph etched into the air over my kitchen sink. I could count the amount of times I've been called to HQ on one hand. I'm elbow deep in soap suds, trying to scrape yesterday's curry off a pot that probably deserves to be incinerated instead of salvaged when the glyph flickers to life. It hums low, insistent and official. I sigh and glance at the sigil. Olympus HQ. The automatic message plays through the speaker. Oracle, you are requested at Town Hall at 9:30. Bring Kronos. I almost dropped the pot. Seriously? They couldn't contact him themselves? I mutter, drying my hands on a dish towel, crusted with regret and turmeric. The eye symbol crackles once, then vanishes in the next moment. No room for questions. Typical Olympus. I take off my headphones and dig for my phone. Can you meet me outside Town Hall at 9:30? As I go to click off my phone and tuck it away, another text comes in. Maybe. Maybe we can get some coffee on the way. Yeah, sure. Guess it couldn't hurt. I'll be at your place in 5. True to his words, I hear a knock at my door not even 3 minutes later. Does he have some increased speed, or was he already in the area? Pretty sure he was already here. I open the door, surprised to see him in his Kronos attire already. I practically drag him through the door, shushing him. He chuckles at my reaction.
I was gonna ask if I could come in first.
I wipe my face in frustration. Why are you dressed like that? Anyone could have seen you!
I highly doubt anyone's going to mess with me.
If they see Kronos showing up at some random civilian's house...
How do they know it's not my apartment? Only you know it's not.
God damn it, Nick! It's still drawing unnecessary attention. At least use my bedroom window or something.
Very romantic. Want me to throw rocks at it first?
Yes. I shove his shoulder playfully. I'd like to keep my security deposit, thank you.
Just send me the bill. Matter of fact, Pick any bill. I'll pay it.
How do you have so much money? I forgot.
You can always send me anything that gives you trouble.
It doesn't seem we're just talk about money problems anymore. I know one guy who's been driving me up a wall recently. Stupidly, the image of him being pressed against a wall occurs to me. I'm sorry. I could tell he was thinking much the same. Instead of getting flustered, I continued to eye him, losing a battle to suppress my oncoming smile.
I'm dealing with him too. Today's the start to a whole new Kronos. A whole new Nick.
I know.
You do?
I nod. You don't seem so confident anymore. He gives me a look, head tilting in contemplation.
It just feels good to hear you say so.
So, coffee, you said.
And it should be here.
Like magic, the doorbell rings not a second later. I shoot him a look. He shrugs, fighting back a self-satisfied smirk. I'm not flustered. Shut up. My coffee arrives, and as before, it's exactly how I liked it, almost tasting better than usual. We sit at my breakfast bar, sipping away. It's quite an odd air around us. So much left unsaid, but at the end of the day, I was still sitting with someone I knew well. I could almost imagine it was a regular weekday morning, sitting in our respective cubicles. I continued to sip away, and Nick finally breaks the silence.
Are you going to wear your suit?
Oh, I forgot. I was going to put it on before I go. He goes silent, as if waiting for something.
What's stopping you now?
He asks, taking a sip of his usual, a cappuccino. I'm not getting dressed in front of you.
Why? It's nothing I haven't seen before.
You don't need a refresher. Because he knows exactly how I look without it. It's as if I already am by the way he looks at me. Fuck! Am I just always naked to him now? Ooh! IDs. What? IDs! Maybe if you behave, it won't just be a memory. He looks at me nodding, eyes big and wet. Before turning all his attention to the tops of his dress shoes, I chuckled to myself. That's what I thought.
Ooh, guess we're going on a field trip.
I stand leaning back against the counter with crossed arms, and a big sigh enough to knock over a filing cabinet. He's sitting almost making himself at home. Well, I guess he did pay the rent. A little juvenile, don't you think?
Admittedly, getting dressed up in suits and fighting crime is too. Still fun. Especially with you.
Seems someone got his confidence back. We'll see how long that takes. I leave to put my suit on in the bathroom before meeting back up with him at the doorway. You ready? He takes a moment to take me in before following me closely behind. We arrive at Olympus Town Hall, not 20 minutes later, at 9:10.
Wow. Bold of them to have their HQ in the public eye.
It's not the real Olympus HQ, of course. The real headquarters is a flying island above the stratosphere, with a no fly zone and 3 layers of defense. It's glass and white marble, built to look public-facing while still reeking of power. This is just the location they claim is their HQ for plausible deniability and PR. He nods in acknowledgement.
Makes sense.
I catch a glimpse of some hero statues, one of which being my own mother, as a child. I thought she dictated how the entire world worked. It reminds me. So, you always knew my power before you even asked, didn't you? He catches my eyes, unmistakable shame coloring his body language.
Yeah. Once I knew you were Oracle, I started doing my research. They really shouldn't state so much even in confidential records. That stuff can be easily accessed if you know what you're doing.
There it is again. Honesty. Of course, it doesn't make up for everything, but it's notable coming from him. You nervous? He shakes his head. You aren't? But you worried they'll try to arrest you, or...
Oh, no. I have you to protect me.
He could be just saving face, joking about it to ease his nerves.
Besides, they seemed quite excited to have me join their ranks.
Is that right? He nods, but doesn't take the chance to elaborate. Doesn't really sound like them. Well, I also didn't think my mom would still be closely working with them. Well, there was only one sure way to know how it would go. I make my way towards the building, beckoning Nick to follow. He does so obediently. I feel like I have my own guard dog or something. Kronos and I barely make it out to the front steps before the media finds us. Oracle! Oracle! Is it true that you've been harboring Kronos for 6 months? Kronos, do you regret your attacks on the Chimera Rail system last year? Are you two dating? That last one hits the hottest, heart speeding up, sensing that this little scandal of ours isn't going to be able to be brushed under the rug. I stop mid-step, blinking. The cameras flash one after another, like lightning in a storm. Kronos watches, his face obscured, but his body clearly amused, leaning back into his stance, arms folded across his broad chest, like the headlines already writing itself.
Define dating.
He purrs into a microphone. I shoot him a glare, sharp enough to peel paint. We're not... I begin, but the swarm doesn't care. A woman with a hovering drone cam nearly crashes it into my face. Oracle, how do you respond to the rumors you've been protecting Kronos from Olympus Justice? Huh? No? Before I could respond, they ask another incredibly invasive question. Did you really change time so you could elope together? I correct. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know what's the right answer here. Oh no! Correct them. There was no elopement. I was asked to bring Kronos to HQ, so I am. I advise you to spend less time fantasizing about real human beings and their relationships and spend more time doing your job, reporting on the facts. I know nothing good will come out of this situation. I duck, grabbing Kronos by the wrist, yanking him through the crowd of bodies. He doesn't resist. He never does. Not when I'm the one doing the pulling. Cameras flash behind us. Someone yells my name. Someone else shouts scandal. As I focus on escaping the herd, something nearly stops me in my tracks. Catching my eyes with a certain civilian, the one in my vision from this morning. He stands, watching me from the back of the crowd. His expression is unreadable, nor do I have the time to study it. I tear my eyes away and quicken my pace, practically throwing myself through the front doors of the building. The town hall doors hiss open, and we lunge inside like survivors crawling from a pack of zombies. Security prevents any who'd pursue. It's so silent, you could hear a pin drop. Still, frigid air, marble floors, the soft, tasteful sound of orchestral strings piped through the ceiling speakers. A receptionist glances up with a neutral expression and flashes a practiced smile, unfazed by the chaos still unfolding behind the outside glass. I lean against a pillar to try to catch my breath. Kronos smooths his sleeves.
Well,
he says, glancing at the doors.
That was intimate.
You encourage them!
I'm not the one the public's obsessed with. Oracle, the untouchable. Oracle, the golden one. Must be so disappointing to find out I'm your +1.
You're not... I start, then catch myself. Exhale, inhale. Do not engage. Olympus wants him certified. I need him certified. Fighting about semantics in a lobby will only derail that. They don't trust you yet. So we get a safe house. PR friendly but contained. I tell him, gesturing to the high ceilings and the fake Greco columns. Kronos' gaze sweeps the space. He knows when he's being set up.
How flattering.
Yeah, try not to detonate anything. He clutches his heart like I've stabbed him.
You wound me, Oracle. I did that one time.
I ignore him, walking towards the far wall. The hero recognition display stretches from the floor to the ceiling in polished bronze. It's part shrine, part propaganda. A display of heroes, past and present, carefully curated. My name's on there. Oracle. Third row from the top. Just below Talos. Above Castor and Pollux.
Is that you? You look so young.
I was young. 19. That was after I stopped my first big bad, Leviathan, from flooding the coastline district. Olympus loves this photo. I gesture to the plaque beneath it. Oracle, the visionary hero, seer of threads, defender of the seventh gate, licensed Tier 1 operative, Olympus. Kronos tilts his head, reading it further.
Very dramatic.
Says you. He laughs like that was the point of the joke to begin with. I think there's a photo of me after you attacked the 7th District. I could hear his smile widen.
Ah, I remember. You knocked me through a statue of justice.
It was a statue of a judge.
Even better.
We fall silent for a moment. Holographs of current heroes, including Aegis, Helios, and Thesis. One slot glows softly but is empty. A placeholder. Probably reserved for someone Olympus is grooming. Before the silence can stretch too long, the receptionist chimes in through the intercom. Oracle, Kronos, Olympus will see you now. A ping comes to my watch moments later to come to floor 3. Kronos rolls his shoulders. I adjust myself. Here we go. Chapter 21. The elevator hums with polite tension as we ascend. Kronos hums along with, and I hate how much I enjoy listening to it as we ride. It's one of those silent models that doesn't show the floor number, no buttons, just biometric scanning and a screen playing silent commercials promoting heroes. All here to keep you from thinking about how much security is between you and the top. I can feel his weight beside me, but I refuse to look over. I focus on my phone for a moment, my fingers tapping absently against it. It's a nervous habit, but I can't seem to stop. He's quiet. He's never quiet. Comfort him. Nick, you sure you're okay? He turns, and for a second, I see the old version of him.
This is about trust. I trust that if you feel I can be better, then I can be. I don't care if everyone believes it if you don't. Everything I've told you is true. I'm sure Olympus has something to see if they can be sure of my intentions. Polygraph, torture, whatever. I'm ready for anything, as long as I can prove to you that I mean what I say.
The voice actor is a bit soft at this point. I don't respond right away, keeping my voice steady, professional. It's getting ever so slightly claustrophobic in here. Nick, I want to believe you. I want to trust everything you say. I glance at him, then, just for a second, long enough for him to make a move to take off his mask, to show me his face and convey his sincerity.
What more can I do?
I swallow, forcing my heartbeat to slow. I don't want to feel anything right now. Nothing except the mission, the work, the objective. Yet, his words pull me in and I answer easily. You made me fall for you once, Nick. I'm sure you're capable of doing it again. I want him to try to sweep me off my feet, so much so that I forget the nightmare that has been the last few days. I want him to undo all the wrong he's caused. Make me forget about all of it. Erase it with your words. Drown it out with your kiss. Heal it with your touch. There's a beat, a space where time bends a little between us. He's always been good at that, making time feel like it could stretch out indefinitely or snap like a rubber band. I know time bending couldn't be his power. If it was, there is no way he'd let this reality exist. There's no way he wouldn't undo his stupid mistakes.
Then, how do you want me to show it?
I guess with actions? Actually, actions. Actions help. He takes a hastened step, stopping just before me, suddenly unsure of what to do. I don't move, wanting to see what he'll do. Before too long, his gloved palm reaches for my hand, intertwining his fingers with mine.
I know. If you need a housemaid, I'll scrub your apartment clean. I'll get your groceries. I'll do all those annoying errands you've been putting off. Name it, and it's done.
Nick, that's not what I meant. He shakes his head.
You can't trust what I say, so I'll do more.
Before he can become my personal assistant or maid, he's disrupted by the abrupt stop and stutter of the elevator. The door opens with a ding soon after. Before I know it, he's got his mask back on as we both step out into the hallway, as if it never happened. At least it would feel that way, had I not continued to think about all the things he'd do to win me back. To have someone do mundane tasks together whenever I wanted, for however long I wanted. What waits for us at the end of the hallway is much the same as the lobby, Only this time, my boss, or rather our boss from the office, is the one to greet us. Richard? He smiles. Lion! So much for that PTO, huh? He asks, speaking much too loudly. The hell is he doing here? How does he know it's me? I thought your mother told you that Olympus finds employment for their heroes. I shake my head, feeling especially dizzy. I wonder how long it'd be until you knew. Never expected to meet you with Kronos, though.
Hey, Dick.
Now it's Richard's turn to look shell-shocked. Nick removes his mask, and we both as Richard's eyes grow 3 times their original size. Shit! He takes a step back! Are you serious?
No worries. I'm one of the good guys now.
Richard clears his throat, looking doubtful and for a potential exit. His eyes find mine. They wanted me to tell you. Oracle, to meet in the conference room. As for you, Kronos, they're bringing someone to retrieve you for your polygraph. I cast a look at Nick before I follow Richard.
Don't worry. I'll pass. Everything we talked about, I meant every word of it.
I love him too much. I love Kronos too much. Oh, how I want that to be true. If I knew I could trust him for sure, then maybe we could move past this. I followed Richard down the hall and in the direction of the conference room. Relieved to get some distance from Kronos for a little bit. I have a feeling I won't have many more chances of that. I find myself in a room not long after, greeted by someone else I know. Mom? Oh, don't worry. It's only for a minute. I was asked to deliver some sensitive information. That does not make me feel any better. I mentioned it as an option before, but Olympus has insisted this is the best course of action. A hero assistant, specifically, someone to train Kronos because you are not qualified. Training heroes is an entire profession. Of course, Kronos only agreed to go through this process if Oracle was involved, and you will be, but not completely alone. I know my mother and Olympus well enough to know that there isn't any room for discussion. Fine, who is it? He'll be here soon. I have some paperwork to get to. We'll talk more tonight. Okay. I almost feel like a petulant child. I don't know if I'll ever get used to my mother having been involved in this and kept it a secret. Why is everyone keeping secrets? They say it's for my benefits, but then how come I never feel like it helps me? Nick isn't going to be excited about this. Does that mean he'll react poorly? I've realized one major error in my relationship with him is that I'm never sure what he'll do. Adding another party to this might just push him over the edge. Well, I wanted to see if I could trust him. Maybe this will help me figure that out. Who enters? I hardly acknowledge as he sifts through the desk for a moment, retrieving something. Then I realize upon closer inspection, it's the guy from my vision. Is he an intern? He's shuffling through my mother's desk. Is he my mom's assistant?
Oracle.
His voice doesn't really match what I expected either. I catch myself straightening. Yeah? The man comes closer into view, taller now since he isn't far away or hunched over. He's also quite stern, not breaking eye contact. I have absolutely no clue what he's thinking or what his purpose is.
I'm Wesley. Olympus asked me to assist you. Have you heard of the hero Thesis?
I nod slowly.
That's me.
Your thesis? I ask dumbly. He doesn't answer, his expression reading as if to say, isn't that what I just said? Sure, he said it, but from what I remember, Thesis was a larger-than-life figure. I couldn't imagine him with disheveled hair and wearing a sweater in mid-April. I wasn't expecting Thesis to reveal his identity so soon is all.
If we're going to be working together, it might help if you can trust me. Seems you've had trouble with that in the past.
Excuse me?
Either the infamous Oracle is naive, or you've been protecting Kronos by pretending to not know his true identity.
I genuinely did not know! My head swirls, fire in my chest. The hell is this guy's deal? Do you know what you're accusing me of?
Can't you predict the future?
That fuels the flame even more. You don't know a damn thing about me, and you definitely don't need to know anything about my love life. I never harbored Kronos. He lied to me. Should I not have genuine human feelings? Shame on me for not wanting to believe my boyfriend was actually a villain. My head is spinning. I wasn't expecting to be in this position at all. Never wanted a partner. I definitely don't want it to be this guy.
Relax. I'm not saying that. Only that you should be more careful. You're lucky you didn't get hurt.
Well, fuck you!
I want to keep you safe. That's why I agreed to take the job in the first place.
His sincerity, or at least what appears to be consideration, helps me breathe a bit. Fine. Nice to meet you. It's pretty unconvincing. Luckily, he seems to understand and doesn't call me out on it. I look forward to working with you. I say, resorting back to my office job etiquette and extending a hand in offerings.
Sorry. I'm not one for handshakes.
Again, screw you! I reject my hand, embarrassed. Gosh, I don't know how to be around him at all.
But it's good to meet the second generation of Oracle, finally. My sister's been a huge fan ever since we were kids.
My mother did mention she knew you. Do you work for her? And tried to set me up with you? I wonder how he'd react to that. Poorly, I imagine.
No. I've only spoken to her a handful of times. She seemed to be the deciding factor in choosing me to help you with Kronos, though.
Mother, why?
If I don't get the chance, will you thank her for me?
Sure. So what's next?
Well, it was advised that you also share your identity with me. I know you might not be comfortable, but your secret is safe with me.
Right. So just my name and face then?
Pretty much.
Okay. I bring my hands to my face tentatively, revealing it. Feels weird, like I'm stripping for him or something. Oddly intimate. I catch his gaze, almost forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. His eyes widen. They are a golden color. Very pretty. Too bad you can hardly see them under those bangs. My name? I actually draw a blank on my own name. Lion. He nods, his eyes now doing everything but meeting mine, skillfully dodging them.
Nice to meet you too.
The room goes uncomfortably silent. The amount of people knowing about my identity seems to be increasing by the moment. Why does he have to make something as simple as having a conversation so difficult? Maybe I was spoiled by Nick's natural charm, how he always manages to make every conversation effortless. Should we go?
We? You don't have to sit in on his interrogation.
Interrogation? I want to. He doesn't seem to like that idea very much. Too bad it's not up to him. He won't cooperate as well if I'm not there.
What is he, your dog?
It's not that crazy of a comparison. He clicks his tongue after a moment, realizing I'm not going to give in. He surrenders altogether.
Fine. Meet us in room 6. That's where they're questioning him. I need to get into my suit. You go on ahead. I'll meet you there in a few.
He turns away from me, stopping and looking over his shoulder.
Also, it goes without saying, but I don't want Kronos knowing my identity.
Well, be nicer to me. He doesn't say it, but it's clear he is insisting. I don't let it slip. For my own good, it's nearly a threat. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me, Thesis.
And like I said before, yours is safe with me. On my honor as hero.
So serious. He doesn't even wait for me to respond before he exits the room the way he came. I stand for a moment, readying myself for, well, that's the thing. I never really know with Kronos. And now I have Thesis, who I also can't quite read or even trust completely. Though it seems I'm left with no choice but to do so. Chapter 22. The hallway outside Interrogation Room 6 hums with the low, persistent buzz of fluorescent lights and the distant thrum of security drones passing overhead. My steps echo throughout the space. My heart beats faster the closer I get, because I know who awaits me behind that door. I stop with my hand on the panel, just long enough to breathe. I'm not nervous. I tell myself I'm not, but my pulse disagrees. I press my thumb to the scanner. The door hisses open. There he is. Kronos lounges in the chair like he's waiting at the bar at the high-rise, not strapped into a reinforced interrogation rig. They unshackle him, but his body isn't what they need to be worried about. His true weapon is the way he works a room with nothing but a grin and a loaded silence.
Oracle.
He purrs. I can't see it, but I know that grin when I hear it. Saying my hero name seems to be one of his favorite things to say with that voice filter.
I was starting to think they'd send someone boring.
I volunteered, I say evenly, stepping inside. To make sure you don't twist this into another performance. His eyes flicker into something. Surprise. Maybe even satisfaction.
So, you still care?
Of course I do! We're dating, you asshole! I ignore that, mostly. Funny how he always manages to twist my words to hear what he wants. The room is clean, clinical, sterile enough to make anyone sweat, but not Kronos. Before I can respond, the door hisses again and Thesis enters. It is my first time seeing the hero in person. Even having seen him as Wesley before, I still can hardly believe they are one and the same. There's an air of unmistakable authority that radiates off of him from the moment he enters. He's a wall of calm intensity, tall, dark, handsome, with a jaw tight enough to crack teeth and a gaze that flickers briefly, warmly when it lands on me.
Oracle?
He says, addressing me with a subtle nod. His voice is smooth, deep, and practiced, but the way his shoulders square just a little when Kronos shifts in his seat doesn't go unnoticed. Kronos doesn't miss it either.
Oh.
Kronos drawls, gaze ping-ponging between us.
You know each other? I didn't think more than one hero worked in the city at a time.
Shut the fuck up, Kronos.
Thesis says flatly. He doesn't sit, just crosses his arms and stares like he's daring him to try something.
Please, we're among future colleagues. Call me Nick.
Kronos says, leaning back, arms open. I flinch at that. Just like that? Didn't think it was so easy. Thesis shoots me a look, equally annoyed and confused, almost asking me to keep Kronos under control, to reel in the leash.
You know, short for Nicholas. I'm supposed to be on this, aren't I? That's my name. Do with it what you will.
Sure, but to volunteer the information was very odd. Thesis continues to not entertain him. The polygraph team wheels in the equipment. They keep their heads down, professional and efficient. Kronos offers his arms without protest when they approach, but he watches me the whole time. They strap in his wrist, finger, and temple. He's practically vibrating with anticipation. The lead tech clears his throat. Establishing baseline. Please answer the following questions clearly and truthfully. The usual begins, at least from what I've seen on TV. Name, alias, place of origin. Then for the question, I first anticipate. Power classification.
I have a flawless memory. Can't forget a thing. I can remember everything in perfect detail.
I watch the machine, hear the lead tech say the words I wanted to hear. That's true. Still steady, no spikes. Kronos breathes like this is a game he's played before and won. The real questions continue from that point on. Have you committed crimes against civilians in the past 5 years?
Yes.
No hesitation.
Some planned, some improvisational. All brilliant.
The polygraph holds. Flatline truth. Thesis shifts beside me. Barely perceptible. Do you intend to continue engaging in criminal activity while operating under the Olympus? Kronos replies, slow and genuine.
No. I intend to prove myself. If I play nice, I stay. If I impress enough people,
He turns to me now, eyes gleaming.
maybe then I can get back to what really matters.
The machine doesn't budge. He's not lying. My throat tightens. I do everything in my power to keep my posture neutral, detached. I am not.
You think this is some kind of romantic redemption arc?
Yes. Thesis's voice cut sharp.
You're not charming your way into the hero registry. This isn't about Oracle.
I fear the worst. That calmness slipping into visceral anger in the blink of an eye. I never seen Nick deal with someone so aggressive. He does something I don't expect. Kronos tilts his head, amused.
Could have fooled me. With the way you've been staring at them. Little obvious, Thesis. On the job, too. Very unprofessional, if you ask me.
Thesis stiffens, just slightly. I feel heat crawl up my neck. What is going on? Is he seeing things? I look to Kronos? I look to Kronos. I cast a look at Kronos, asking him silently to get back to the topic at hand. Kronos looks at me, and for a second, the bravado slips, just enough for me to catch something. The longing, regret, obsession, yes, but something else too. It's written all over him.
I'm taking this seriously. You know I'm not lying.
He says, softly now.
The machine proves that. I didn't come here to burn it all down again. I came for a future. For you.
Oh, the final questions are asked, each one more personal, more pointed, intent, motivation, loyalty. Kronos answers them all with the kind of honesty that's almost disarming. The machine proves it's true every time. Thesis glares at the monitor like he wants to break it. I fear he will. The tech unclips the sensors. Polygraph test complete. All responses verified to be truthful.
Which means I'm in.
Kronos says, rising to his feet like he's just been crowned.
Probationary hero. Isn't that right, Oracle?
I nod once. Next step is field integration, training.
And you'll be training me?
He asks, hopeful. He's not going to like this. I'm not fond of crushing his spirit. I think of how best to break the news. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm not training you, I say, glancing at Thesis. He is. Kronos' expression shatters for just a second.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Kidding you? Someone's playing a prank on me. Motherfucker tried bombing a bridge like a week ago. Then killed a man in cold blood. But sure, let's go ahead and sign his ass up. Why not make him mayor while we're at it?
He continues to grumble under his breath for another moment. Kronos claps his hands, completely amused by every word, audible otherwise, that leaves Thesis' mouth.
It's good to know I already have a fan. I'm honored.
Thesis cracks an ironic smirk.
Oh, I'll train you all right. Good luck surviving it, though. All the good that mouth of yours will do then.
Kronos laughs sharply, surprised.
Is that a promise? Did Oracle tell you I like it rough? Do your worst. I'm the whole package.
And I want the whole package, please. Thesis' smirk breaks, a look of disgust taking its place.
Make one wrong move. One. And I'll end your career before you get your stupid little cape issued.
Thesis exhales sharply, fists clenched at his sides.
This is a mistake.
Kronos just laughs, low and smooth. He rises, stretching like a cat.
I think it's fate.
I walk out before either of them can say any more, but their eyes burn behind me. One with doubt, the other with desire.
Before you go,
I pause, looking back.
I'll be calling you to bring Kronos in for training. So don't make any plans for tomorrow morning.
Oh, wait, then again, my boss is working here and I still have my leave going on, so yeah. Do you need my number?
Already have it. Olympus gave it to me.
Man, you're okay. Right.
Not gonna ask for mine.
Don't need it.
Now don't be like that, Wesley.
My chest tightens. My eyes find Thesis baring his teeth.
What the hell did you just call me?
Your name.
How?
It's just us. No need to be all secretive.
He takes off his mask. I watch for Thesis' reaction. Recognition.
I told you it was Nick.
Do you know each other? Thesis turns his gaze to the floor, annoyed, arms crossed over his chest.
Hardly.
He was my personal trainer.
Ain't no way! Can they bang now?
I was, when I thought you were just a citizen, not some lowlife.
Harsh.
It's not like we were friends.
Hey now, I always thought you were a nice guy. A little strict, but helpful. I'm sure we can pick up where we left off.
Like hell.
Don't you have to train him, though, as a hero? He doesn't answer. He was already apprehensive to the idea, but now it seems as if he wants to just quit altogether.
How did you know it was me?
Your voice. Voices are more distinct than people think. When you first spoke, I thought, man, I've heard that voice somewhere. And I was right.
Bullshit power.
He says, practically spitting the words out.
So what? You're going to blackmail me now?
No. I couldn't care less about you or your career.
I shoot Nick a look, shaking my head, but he doesn't even cast a glance my way, never tearing his eyes off of Thesis or Wes.
I know what I saw. They're off limits.
Oh no! My heart races. The last thing any of us need right now is a fight to break out right now. Dave, relax! I say, pushing Kronos back. Despite the fact he never moved, I stepped in between them in an attempt to de-escalate. So Thesis never got the memo.
Wipe that smile off your face. Threatening me with my identity? That's where you cross the line.
Thesis sneers, lashing out.
Like I give a fuck about your relationship.
A wide smile stretches across Nick's face, a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes.
Then we have no problems, do we?
The hell we don't. Don't threaten me. I'm not scared of you.
Can you both kiss now?
You think you're hot shit? I promise you're not.
Kronos doesn't respond, watching him, goading him.
Gonna hit me?
Thesis stares him down for another moment. It feels like an eternity. It can go one of two ways. One that could end very poorly. It never comes to fruition, thankfully. Wes seems to have thought better of it. His posture straightens, challenging.
I'm the one thing standing between you and your hero certification. If you can beat me in a real fight, just fists, then I'll talk Olympus into letting just Oracle train you.
Oh, sick. He can do that? Kronos' eyes light up, considering that for a moment.
Seems fair. So, all I have to do is beat you?
Wes' eyes close and he chuckles.
That's all.
Better get some good rest then. You're going to need it.
Oh no. He's oddly confident. Too confident. Wes is as still as a statue. Even after being shaken with anger, it seems he was more infuriated from being threatened than anything. We don't even know what power he has. If I was Kronos, I wouldn't go into this fight so lightly, but there's not a hint of worry on his face.
You better be more than just talk.
That's the last thing he says before turning on his heel and leaving. All that's left is uncertainty. I laugh. Wait, we don't know Thesis' power. Laugh. I'm concerned. We don't know Thesis' power. You shouldn't have done that.
Why's that? Scared I'll get hurt?
Well, it's possible we don't know what Thesis' power even is.
I'm not worried. It's not like he'll kill me.
With the way you threatened him, he just might.
He's a good guy. Well, outside of making eyes at you.
Yeah. Would you relax? It's not that big of a deal. If he wants to look, he can.
Not without consequences.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What? You're going to kill him?
I can't.
Because he's too strong? He clicks his tongue.
No, because I'm a hero now. But heroes can still fight people they don't like, right?
I love him.
I mean, you fought me every chance you got.
That's different. You were my enemy. You were causing trouble.
He's my enemy, and he's causing me trouble. I'm not budging on this.
Fair enough.
Besides, you wanted to fight me.
'Cause you threatened him!
He could have just listened to my warning.
It seems that the two of them fighting it out like animals will be the only way to make any progress going forward. Whatever.
You look tired. You should get some rest.
Where are you going? He sighs, looking away.
I've got some training to do.
Not so confident now, it seems. I am liking this new honest Nick, even at the cost of his own pride. Hell, don't let me keep you.
If anyone can keep me, it's you.
I shove him away lightly. You're too much. He gives me a soft smile, nearly melting me onto the concrete floor below. Nick. He looks at me inquisitively. I don't know exactly how to say it. Your answers, they meant a lot. It's good to know that everything wasn't a lie. His brows furrow. He looks at me, trying to decipher how I'm feeling. I'm not all that sure myself. I didn't mean for all this to get sappy. Just, I feel relieved. Even if just a little. He cares for me. That wasn't a lie. Even Thesis couldn't deny that Kronos had passed.
If you believe nothing else, please believe I love you.
It aches. So much so when he says it like that. I'm getting there. He places a hand on my cheek, slowly and carefully, as if he's scared I'll attempt to bite his hand off if he does. But I don't. I look at him, unmoving, resisting the urge to lean into it.
I know it's too soon. I can wait. I plan to wait forever, if necessary.
Nick, please.
Please, what?
Take me right on the interrogation table right now in front of the lead tech. I don't care. I don't care how much noise we make. I want it now. I kiss me. I tell him, unsure of what's to come, but knowing more than anything that I want this. I want us. I want what we used to be. I want what we can be. His breath hitches, but doesn't let the opportunity pass him by. My heart flips as he draws my mouth to his, soft and wet. His tenderness is unexpected. I figured he'd want to throw himself into my arms. His lips meet mine with a reverence that floors me, like he's afraid I'll vanish if he pushes too hard. One hand comes to the small of my back, the other brushes against my cheek. I melt into him before I can stop myself, my fingers curling into the fabric of his jacket. The world narrows until it's just this, his mouth on mine, and the unspoken forgiveness in the space between our bodies. He deepens the kiss, just slightly, like he's asking a question, and I answer by pulling him closer, pressing my heart into his, and hoping he feels everything I can't say yet. This isn't the kind of kiss that sparks fireworks. It's the kind that buries past grievances and resurrects something better. When we finally pull apart, he stays close, forehead resting against mine, both of us breathless and undone. It feels like coming home. My eyes are heavy as I peel them open. He looks sad, on the verge of tears. What's wrong?
Does this mean we're back together?
You didn't have to whisper the last part, but yes. I nod slowly, kissing him once more to seal the deal. It does. He lets out a breath that must have caused him pain to hold in. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today's episode of Criminally Yours. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. We will be back soon enough with the next part of Criminally Yours. And I genuinely did not expect it to be this good. Like, I love Nick's mannerism. I love the dynamic between you, Nick, and Thesis. It's just so good. And the moral dilemma, having to actually, like, I'm genuinely worried about the choices I'm making, whether I'm actually going to be sent down the right route I want. But, oh, it's just so good. I can't wait to the next part. I genuinely can't wait. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.